Hey Lindsay. So I would just like to start by saying I share your problems as a visual thinker. For example, when I'm in class and the teacher is just lecturing, I can't get the information down. They need to write it on the board so I can see it and copy it down, and then I will understand. Also, when people are doing amazing feats of art or doing like crazy dance stuff, I see them and I go, oh, I know exactly how to do that because I can imagine it, and then it seems so easy, and it's really not. A very good example of this is my quest to writing with my left hand. Well, it is natural to you, but for me, it looks so simple, you're just writing with the other hand, but it doesn't turn out that way. I just sit here struggling while my poor hand tries to make these shapes I have known since kindergarten, and making straight lines is not as easy as it looks. I don't know how I ever learned to write the first time. I mean, I have been practicing, so it's better, but most of the time, like, hand, you are a part of my body, why won't you listen to me? Visual thinking has been an obstacle for me, so I totally understand where you're coming from. 1 second. Hello?
Hey, are you Lindsay?
No, this is Noelle.
Well, say hi to Lindsay for me.
Okay, I will. Obviously that was fake, and this is not an iPhone, and that is not a conversation I just had on the phone, but I did actually have it in real life with John Green. Oh my goodness. That brings me to my next point, Tour de Nerdfighting! It was so much fun. There was lots of singing, and John read some of his books, and on the way back, we were just blasting this CD. I like the awesome artwork. You may be asking, why does he know your name? Well, I will show you. As part of the ticket cost, you got an autographed Hanklerfish book, and after the show, you could have them autograph up to 3 things. Look at this! Basically, I didn't need 2 autographed copies, and I knew you would be like the only person to appreciate it. But yes, if you actually watch that clip in its entirety without my fake iPhone-ness, you will see that I can't talk to people. And this is something I just realized like the other day. Let me explain. I've always known that I'm not the most social person, and conversations don't always go so well when I'm involved. But I just thought it was like something weird with like that specific person, or I just was tired at that time. But no, I realized I actually don't know how to carry on a conversation. Like, I don't know what to say. As an example, I was going to this place I volunteer, and there was somebody in the front seat driving, and then another girl volunteering in the front, and I was in the back seat. And the girl who was volunteering asked the driver, like, oh, why are you involved? Like, when did you get involved? She's like, oh, well, I used to go to one of the colleges, and so I started, and now I graduated, but I live around here, so I'm still going. And she's like, oh, where are you from originally? What are you interested in? What did you major in? All those, like, questions. Whereas if it had been me, I would have been like, oh, that's cool. And then just sat there for the rest of the whole ride. Complete silence. I've noticed. Follows me around quite a bit. I don't know how to change that. I just can't form the connection. I don't know why, but it is quite inconvenient. You know, in reality, I carry on better conversations with myself. In other news, this GIF, which we have both recognized to be one of the most hilarious things to come out of the Fallout video. The quest to make this a screensaver has developed a tiny bit. I found out how to get the frames from it, but so far I cannot change the speed, so here's 1 frame, and then it goes. So basically, this doesn't have the same effect as the GIF does, and I don't know if there's any way to speed it up. Although it does make a kind of funny picture, I would like to have it in its entirety. But anyway, here are some clips for you to enjoy. I will see you soon.
I'm sorry. The man of the hour, John Green, to read from his New York Times best-selling book, The Fault in Our Stars!
You don't even know me. I grabbed the book from the center console. How about I call you when I finish this? But you don't have my phone number, he said. I strongly suspect you wrote it in the book. He broke out into that goofy smile. And you say we don't know each other. It's now my pleasure to bring to the stage an extraordinarily accomplished young man. And I'm not just saying that because his central accomplishment is being my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, Hank Green!
Your video game books that might give me funny looks, but Staff Sergeant Max Mayhem gets behind. And I'm starting to see not just what you want from me, but what you want to get from what you got. I want a cake. one for a game. And I want J.K. Rowling to say that she's writing for a game.
Up, down, straight, sharp, top, bottom. If you don't know what a chord is, it don't matter, you still got 'em. Unless something's missing, think of everything that we can see and that we know exists.
How are they like zombies?
Well, they're like people, but they look like zombies.
You can buy people on the internet?
No, I mean, it's like mannequins. So it's like what they would use in like a... Oh! He's so good at reading the crowd. I was like, is that what it is?
I just knew that we were close because everyone starts to look at the clock. I'm hyper, I'm very empathic, Hank.
Empathic?
Yeah, that's empathetic.
Yeah. Well done.
Why don't you shut up and get shot?
So here's how this thing works. It beeps for just a sort of unknown amount of time.
This is my favorite part.
It's just panic.
Sometimes it goes on for like a minute. Sometimes it's 4 seconds. You never know. No. Keep...
Oh, this isn't Hogwarts, this is a concrete box. The pictures on the wall are never gonna talk. And the teachers don't care, the kids don't try. No faculty has fluorescent lights. And they'll put you in Hufflepuff if you're not cool. Instead they put you in the parking lot after school. And I think if I looked into the mirror of said I'd be wearing wizard robes with gold and red. Oh, you connect the night. It's like a bullet with a leg, you can't eat the dish. If you've only ever eaten fish, you can't feel a boat. If it's all you better know. Yeah, but GCA revision has no reason to be happy, but I've had a different idea what else to be. Cause I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 5,000 miles to fall down at your door. Cause I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to